Here. It's been a long time. Not really, a couple weeks, right? How's everybody doing? Let me get on here. Hopefully this is gonna work. So yeah, we are back live. Hello Kimberly, hello Christine, hello David. Unfortunately, I do not have Lindsay with tonight. She's been dealing with a migraine since last night. Only got a couple hours of sleep, so she's upstairs taking a shower, relaxing with the kids, and you're stuck with me tonight, guys. I just did something that was a big boo-boo that I feel like I should share with you guys because it's something that I didn't really think about after moving to Florida this time. I made a pretty large Amazon purchase, okay? And without thinking about it, didn't check to see which address my Amazon packages were being sent to. I just got a notification that they were delivered. Checked outside, there's nothing there. Started freaking out, looked on the computer, and of course I delivered them to our old address in Wisconsin. So now, what do, right? I mean, it's gonna cost us an arm and a leg to have somebody grab them off of our old front porch out there and send them here. I don't know how Amazon does it so cheap, but for one person to send somebody else a package, it's going to be pretty expensive. What's up, Gilby? What's up, 5-Star Pete, Sean, and Alicia? Oh, Sean, I owe you something here. You know what I owe you? Bam! You got the wrench, Sean. Sean's got the wrench. And Alicia, how you doing? Cheesehead loves points. What is up from Wisconsin? What's going on? Back to the live streams, guys. I think we're going to try to do it every Thursday night. Right now, I'm going to Yingling Lager. So yeah, what's your guys' advice? What do I do about the Amazon package? Hello from Davenport. Elaine says, I've done that when we first moved here. Elaine, what did you do? What did you do? Because I have another package that says it's not being delivered until Wednesday next week, and that's a really large package. But it says it already shipped, so how do I change it? Let's see here. Christine says, can't believe I'm saying that. Hello from Davenport. Jules says, please share, was it hard to find a job in Florida? For me, not so much because, well, the first time went really easy for me, and the second time was also pretty easy because I'd already made so many contacts in Florida. It really wasn't that hard for me. Missed Adventures, have someone return them to the UPS store for you. You can repurchase. I thought about that, but it's stuff that I really want to get soon, I guess. I'm not sure if that's going to happen, though, so we might have to do that. Free returns if you have Prime. Yes, I do. Then buy them again. Thank you for the advice there. Whitley says, I hope Lindsay starts feeling better. Return. Okay, that seems to be the common theme, is just return them to a UPS store. Doing good, Annalicia. Go into my Amazon order and say I did not receive it. That'd be lying, kind of, wouldn't it, Sean? David says, what brand are you wearing? Where? What brand where, David? Have them returned to Amazon and reorder. Okay. UPS can even pick them up. You get a refund. Okay, I think that might be what we do. Congratulations, Christine. You know what I'm missing? I'm missing the kazoo song. Hang on one second. The kazoo's made the move with us, guys. Thank you to Ryan for the kazoo. So congratulations to Christine. It's been a long time since we've been able to do that. Cheryl, you missed that I made a dumb mistake and ordered a bunch of stuff from Amazon and had it sent to my old address and got the notification it was delivered, and of course we're not there anymore. Oh, the hat. This is actually a brand hat from Packclad. It's like a metal company. I was thinking about that too. I think I'm going to call because One of the packages says it's not being delivered till next Wednesday, so I'm hoping we can just reroute that. Speaking of Amazon, guys, we've had people email us and ask what they can do to support the channel. We just became Amazon Associates, which if you now look in the description of this video, and it'll be in the description of every video from now on, I'm going to link to a certain product. You can click on that link, and you don't need to buy that product. But if you're going to do any sort of shopping on Amazon at all, and you shop from the link down in our description, like I said, it's going to link you to some sunglasses, I think, in this video. You can browse anything you want from that link on Amazon after that, and then Amazon will then give us a commission on anything you buy. So it's nothing out of your pocket. If you're going to be shopping on Amazon anyway, we truly appreciate it if you shop from that link, because it would help us buy new equipment, which we desperately need to keep making videos for you guys. How am I liking Clermont? I'm loving it, Allison. We absolutely love Clermont. Our kids like the schools. The hills are really pretty. We have a great view from our backyard. We love it. Again, guys, I'm probably not going to get to all the comments here because we're starting to get so many guys and girls on the live stream that it's hard to keep up with them all. So I'm just going to kind of browse every now and then. So if I miss your comment, just comment it again and again and again until I see it. How many days did it take you to get to Florida from Wisconsin? How's the hotel stay with the kids? It only took us 2 full days of driving. Lindsay was an absolute rock star driving with 5 kids in her car. It was just me and Brody in the U-Haul, and we drove about 10 to 12 hours each day, and we made it. The hotel stays were actually pretty decent. It was not too bad. We were so tired we just fell asleep. Jules says, what do you do for work now in Florida? I'm still in construction. A big boo-boo, Cheryl, yes. Sean, my first day was great. I love my new job. Hello, Kendra. Greg says, I inherited half a house in the Springs in Longwood, thinking about moving there from Las Vegas. Well, man, Florida's great. You know, it's going to be a little bit more humid than Las Vegas, but you're used to the heat in the summertime at least. Sarah says, hello, how's Clermont? We are a family from Kentucky. We stayed in Clermont for a week over the summer to see how we liked it. We plan on moving to Florida in 2 years. I love Clermont. Thank you, Cheryl. Yeah, we love our kitchen. We love our kitchen. Are you close to 27, says Holly. Yes, very close to 27. Drew Becca says, can you help me convince my wife to make the move to Florida, please? Yeah, just watch our videos, man. We have tons of fun here. Tons of fun. There's so much fun stuff to do in Florida. So far, do you prefer Clermont or Davenport? You know, that's a tough one. I really like how easy it was to get, no, I shouldn't say that. It was easy access to I-4 where we lived in Davenport, which made it a lot easier for us to get to places that we were going. We're a little bit out in Clermont, I guess, here, so it takes us a little bit longer to get on the interstate. We have to get on toll roads when we're going places, so that I don't like. But, you know, I can't make that decision yet. I love Clermont, and we really like Davenport as well. Christy says, next weekend we make the move from Long Island, staying in a log cabin in Horizon West. We'll be neighbors for 6 weeks. That's awesome. Yeah, we love Clermont. Where do you find a log cabin in Clermont? That's cool. Probably North Clermont. Adam says, hey Eric, hopefully you guys are doing good down there. Just want to say hi from Southwest Michigan. Hello Adam, hope you're doing well as well. Hi from Syracuse, says Douglas. DJ says we're moving from New York to Lakeland in 2 weeks. Awesome, man. I love Lakeland. We're so glad to see you back. Do you plan on returning to real estate? Mike, since my license went inactive, I now have to do 14 hours of continuing education to activate my license again. I'm not sure how much I will actively sell real estate, but I'm definitely going to reactivate my license and at least be able to refer people to qualified agents from this channel. Mark, you ever come near Venice? Hit me up. For sure, man. We go to Venice. We've been there a couple times, but we love the area. Tiffany says, moving next summer, and we are so excited. It's an exciting time. Smirk says, I messenger you, by the way. I usually get back to everybody on Messenger, so if I did not get back to you, actually, I'm thinking this is Stephen Merkel, I'm guessing, from the screen name. I think I did get back to you. I hope I did. If I didn't, it was just because I was at work, and I will get back to you shortly. So I apologize if I didn't yet, but I think I got your name right. Miss Adventure says, I'm hoping the rental housing market calms down by the time my daughter graduates. Yeah, it's hot. Sure. Allison says, I'm in Ocala now. You should come to Silver Spring State Park for a glass bottom boat ride. We have been to Silver Spring before. Have not done the glass bottom boat, but it's definitely something we'd like to do. George says, hello, Florida 5+1. Congrats again for making it to Clermont. Can't wait to be there in the spring. Hey, I still got you on a remix for your intro at my studio. Oh, I remember that. Let's do it. Let's do it. I was actually thinking I got to redo the intro. I need something new. So I'm thinking about writing something else pretty soon here. Jess says, welcome back. You're in Winter Garden Horizon West. That's not too far away. PR, will you consider moving to Tampa Bay over Clermont? Now that I'm here in Clermont, probably not. We did look at some stuff in Tampa just because I didn't know where I was going to get a job. But I really like Clermont. Guys, if you haven't yet, make sure to give the video a thumbs up. Really helps us out. Craig, what kind of stuff did you have to leave behind? We left behind a lot of stuff that we wanted to leave behind. The only things that we didn't want to leave behind that we actually had to leave behind, we left like a big wicker basket, which I know Lindsay didn't want to leave. Some of her clothes didn't fit at the end. I'm trying to think what else. We left like this baseball hit stick thing. It was really big and bulky, and the bag was kind of broke, so we left that. Refrigerator we left behind. I'm trying to think what else. Some sawhorses, handmade sawhorses, so nothing too major. Scratching with Holly says, we're in Winter Garden in Horizon West. Been there 2 years and a month. Love it. Here you have a BJ's. Yeah, there is a BJ's. Hello from Tampa. Our first live being in Florida, says Amanda. Yeah, it's been a while. You know, it's been a while. Oh, wait. We were live when we announced we were moving. Did you guys not make that live show? Kyle says we're planning on moving as soon as school is out this year. We are looking at Fort Lauderdale area. Seems like rent is out of this world high. It is really high right now. Danina says relocating to Tampa within the year or less. Congratulations, Danina. Whitley says we have a park we want to take the families to in Edgewater once it warms up. If y'all are in, we're down, Whitley. You know, just hit us up. Randy says moving to Tampa area next summer from Ohio. Congratulations. Where am I going here? There we go. Karen says, don't change the intro. I love it. Congratulations again. Karen, it's always going to be there on those videos. I'm not going to delete it from those videos. I just think it's time for a little update. You know, we've definitely evolved since we've come here the first time, and I kind of want to express that in our intro as well. Allison says, so glad you're back. Clermont is great. Yeah, we absolutely love Clermont so far. Jess says, I may have missed this, but did you guys buy or renting again? Jess, believe it or not, from the time we made the decision to move to when we were actually here was only 3 weeks. So we are renting. That was way too short of a time frame for us to buy a house. So right now we're renting. We definitely plan on buying sometime in the future, but we love this house too. So you're welcome, Danina. The weather is definitely great here. Tanner says, what's the weather like right now? Right now, I believe it's like, I'd say right around 70. It was like 81 today, so it was a great day. Brendan says we moved to Davenport in July. We got 3 kids as well. For sure, we're always down, Brendan. Hit us up on Messenger or something. Which reminds me, if you're not following us on all the other platforms, make sure to do so. We're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, we're on TikTok. We're starting to make TikToks again, but for some reason, TikTok's doing me dirty. They're not showing our videos to anybody. So definitely go follow us on TikTok and watch our videos. We're gonna start. I've been doing ones just on places we've been going, but I'm probably gonna try to start up some of the funny skits again pretty soon. New York is cold. Yeah, the whole north is cold right now. Douglas still looking to move to Lakeland or Sarasota, Bradenton. 2 more years. Hopefully the rents and housing prices will come down a lot by then too. Michelle says, hello, love your videos. Our son just moved from North Dakota looking for rental and employment. Well, rentals are hard to find right now. Employment, not so much. There's tons of jobs right now, so good luck to him. Miss Adventure says, how did your family take you guys deciding to come back to Florida? I think they all knew it was coming, guys. They all knew that our hearts were here, and they were, for the most part, very supportive. Nicholas says, we're also from Wisconsin, right between Madison and Milwaukee, and spending our last 2 weeks of December on the east and west coast of Florida looking for potential cities and towns to move to. What have you found so far, Nicholas? What's your favorites? Greg says, speaking of real estate, how would I buy my brother's half of our inherited Longwood home? Is that just regular mortgage and the bank pays him out for his half? Yeah, you could definitely finance it. I would talk to a qualified lender for sure. If you don't have one, message me and I'll hook you up with one. Allison says, house tour. You know, we thought about it. We pretty much got the house together, although now the stuff that I had Amazon sending was things for the house. It was supposed to be our bar stools right here, which are not here, as you can see, because I had them sent to Wisconsin. We also have some pictures for the walls and things that we had ordered that are not here because I sent them to the wrong house. So we got to get all that stuff done first. Lauren says, we live in Leesburg and love Clermont. Yeah, Lauren, it's great. What's up, Piggott? How you doing? Karen says, we are looking to move from Massachusetts. Am I right? Or is that Maine? I think that's Massachusetts. To East Coast, Palm Beach County, but the prices keep going up, hoping the market levels out soon. I hope so too. You know, for us and everybody else, because I just think it's ridiculous that it just keeps going up. You know, the wages aren't going up with it, so that's the problem. The Cloud Service. Lakeland from Buffalo was fun. Was it fun? Was the moving part fun? Congratulations, by the way. Smirk says they are doing a special on Disney on Christmas Day. Oh, really? On annual passes? What's the special? Christine says, hubby and I have watched every single video of y'all's. Well, thank you so much. And there's going to be plenty more videos in the near future. We promise you that. Bonnie says, glad you guys made it back down safe. If you ever get down to Port Charlotte, we should go on a fishing trip for a day. Would love that. You got a boat, Benny, or what's up? Because we love fishing. Where are the other parents, says Piggott. She's upstairs with a migraine, unfortunately. AR says, how you keep the cockroaches away when you live in Florida? As I always suggest to you guys, we have a pest control that is every 3 months we're signed up for right now. And we've actually, the neighborhood we're in is all new construction. And I think because of the new construction, it's stirring up a lot of insects. We haven't seen any snakes or lizards or anything like that since we've been here, believe it or not. A couple lizards, but that's about it. But we have seen a lot of spiders. And I'm not just talking tiny spiders, guys. We're having these big old wolf spiders that are about the size of a 50-cent piece. One of them was on the door one time outside. I opened the door and the thing scurried across and came inside. We're seeing a bunch of them outside. So long story short, we are having the pest control company come back and respray. I got a little behind here, guys. So if I missed your question, make sure just to re-ask it. Kyle says, how's the daycare down there? Kyle, Lindsay stays home with the kids, so I can't really answer that. I don't have any experience with the daycare. Miss Adventure says, yeah, the apartment I looked at in Clermont in May for $1,325 is now $2,100. Oh my gosh, that's ridiculous. Katie says, are you guys getting annual passes to Disney? At this moment, no, Katie, just because of our large family size. It would cost us, I think I looked it up, for what the pass we'd want to get is like over $7,000 for our family. So right now we're going to turn that down. We'll see what the future brings. The Cloud says, you definitely take your time to engage with your subscribers. I love that. Of course, man. That's what it's all about, is you guys, you know? And I try to get to every single question. We're going to try to go live every single week again. Hopefully once here on YouTube, hopefully once on Facebook. Definitely going to try to do all that. We try to get back to everybody that messages us. Of course, as we start getting more and more subscribers, guys, it gets a little bit hard sometimes to do that, but we definitely try to take the time to do it. If I'm up feeding the baby at night, I got nothing else to do, I'm going to try to engage with you guys. Yeah, Christy, I know Florida residents get a discounted rate. That $7,000 is like with our discount. We have 8 people in our family, so it's definitely expensive. Conversation says, have you seen any snakes? Any concerns for the kids when they play outdoors? Of course there are concerns. We have not seen any snakes this go around, but our new house, we have a lake view, and it's a pretty fairly good sized lake that we can see. So anytime you're around water, there's more of a chance for snakes. And there's also an orange grove in our backyard. So we're definitely concerned about snakes. If the kids are outside, and we're not right next to the driveway or they're on the sidewalk, we don't let them just go run around in the backyard by themselves unless they're supervised. So it's definitely something we take very seriously. Lady Fox says, you still doing a realtor thing? Now that you're back down here. As I said earlier, Lady Fox, my license went inactive when I moved back to Wisconsin. So to get it active again, I have to take 14 hours of continuing education, which I plan on doing. I'm not sure if I'm going to actively sell real estate as a job anytime soon, but I will definitely get my real estate license just so I can refer all of you guys to qualified realtors throughout the state, wherever it is that you're moving to. Greg says, is that your dishwasher running? Looks like the lights are on. If so, it's very quiet. Yes. Very observant, Greg. The dishwasher is running, and yes, it's super duper quiet. Yeah, I hate spiders too, Katie. That's like my one vice is like, I'm not like scared of spiders, but they definitely freak me out a little bit. I don't want one crawling around on me. PR says, I see rentals that say they don't offer washer dryer. Never heard of that. Did your house have a washer and dryer? Ours did not. We bought one when we came down here. And it was actually really reasonable. I got a refurbished one. It's a newer Whirlpool matching washer and dryer, and I paid $400. Had it delivered. Our laundry room is upstairs by our master bedroom. The guy brought it up the stairs by himself, hooked it up and everything for $400. Nicholas says, we do wedding photography, so I need to be near a big metro area, but Melbourne, Palm Coast, Deltona, Port St. Lucie are looking good. Trying not to be sad about leaving small town charm of Wisconsin towns. Yeah, but there are towns in Wisconsin or in Florida where you can get that charm too, and Clermont happens to be one of them. Katie says, I feel there's 5 of us and we pay a bit over $300 per month for Disney. Yeah, see? So $300 per month, and you're talking almost $4,000 a year. Cheryl, I'm glad you guys are in Florida, and so are we, Cheryl. What would a screen and patio keep the snakes out? It depends if your screen is ripped or not, I guess. If you have one that's in good shape, it'll definitely keep the snakes out. As long as you got that nice tight seal on the screen door going outside as well. Chris says, have you went to the Citrus Tower in Clermont yet? We have not. We've driven by and seen the lights, but we haven't actually stopped and visited yet. Jessica says, love your new home. Thank you very much for part of it. You guys will see more as the videos go on, but we love this house a lot too. Alexandra says, Florida looks good on you. Welcome back. Thank you very much. We love it here. Annalisa says, I took a break from house hunting for a while, but now I'm looking for a manufactured home. There's a lot of them, Annalisa, and there's some good ones too, and good deals. Jen Heifer says, what's your thoughts on Panhandle of Florida? I absolutely love the Panhandle. I went up there for work a couple times, up to, let me think of what it's called. Oh man, it's really running me a blank right now. It starts with an M. Man, Navarre. I've been up to Navarre a few times, and I absolutely loved it. The water was absolutely gorgeous. Jeff says, when you moved back to Florida, did you go back to the same employer that you had prior to moving back to Wisconsin? No, because if you remember, Jeff, I had actually started real estate, and then we moved back to Wisconsin. I'm now at a different contractor, and I absolutely love my job. Only been there 2 days, but I love it. Let's see. Greg says, just watch your video about leaving your washer dryer behind when you move. Totally agree. Yeah, they're so cheap here. Like, when we moved back to Wisconsin, of course, we left our washer and dryer here, and then I had to buy one in Wisconsin, and I think I paid like $600 for a used set in Wisconsin, and it's not nearly as nice as the set that I got here for $400. Eileen says, will real estate agents help find rental apartments in Orlando area? Recommend anyone? So appreciate your help. Eileen, yes, some real estate agents will help with rentals in Florida for sure. I can definitely hook you up with one. Send me a message on any of our socials, and I'd be happy to do that. Lady Fox says, we made it down to Port Orange in October, and we're loving it. We will be in the market for purchasing a home in the near future. Congratulations, Lady Fox. Christy says, Panhandle seems to get more hurricanes in Southwest Florida. You know what? It depends on the year. You know, lately, yes. In the past, not always. Southwest Florida, you're right. Probably, well, I shouldn't say it because Naples had a pretty bad one not too long ago. But yeah, maybe less in the Southwest than it does in the Panhandle. Christine says, on our way right now from Oregon, heading to St. Augustine, stopping in New Orleans first. That is awesome. Congratulations. Don't know if you're moving or visiting, but either way, that's awesome. Amanda went, oh, you guys are talking. I'm sorry, I'll butt out. Greg says, the Panhandle beaches are so amazing, just really pricey up there. I think all Florida is getting pretty pricey. And it doesn't matter where you are, but yeah, the beaches up in the Panhandle are gorgeous. Miss Adventure says, we visited, oh, Christine is moving. Well, then in that case, kazoo for you. Congratulations, Christine. Awesome. And you said St. Augustine. We love that area. Miss Adventure said, we visited Disney the weekend after Thanksgiving. It was 40 degrees warmer than Illinois. Love the weather there. Yeah, you know, every morning I look at the weather back where we lived in Wisconsin. Today I think it said it was 25 and snowing. And when I pulled up to work today, it was like 6:45 a.m. and 22 degrees. It was beautiful out. Funny story, I had a bad day today, guys. So I woke up, I broke my only belt. Okay, so I had to hold my pants up with a string that I had in the garage all day. Then I missed my exit for work. So I was 15 minutes late for work, which actually I was only 5 minutes early because I always try to be 20 minutes early for work. So even with missing my exit, I was still 5 minutes early. So take that from me. That's something you definitely want to do here. If you're not familiar with the roads, leave yourself plenty of time to get to work because stuff like that's going to happen. Our family video says average rent for a 2 to 3 bedroom. Depends where you are, but right now you're looking probably $1,400 to $1,500 minimum. Wanting to leave Illinois says, hello, what are you drinking tonight? Right now I got Yingling. I'll be cracking another different beer open in a minute here. Christine says, just moved to Zephyr Hills. Followed you guys before we moved. Glad you're back. Thank you so much, Christine. How are you liking Zephyr Hills? Kyle says, hey, Eric and everyone, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for the reminder there, Kyle, and a wrench for you as well as your wifey. You guys get wrenches. Gilby says, winter storm warning, 8 to 12 inches. I heard about that up there, Gilby. I think you guys are in Minnesota. Yeah, I heard that there's going to be some storms up that way too, talking to family and friends in Wisconsin. Amanda says, how are the kiddos liking the new schools? They are loving them so far. Kazoo for Christine. They moved last month from New Hampshire. Congratulations. Cheryl says, what are your duties at work? Without getting into too much detail, I guess. I am a field services engineer. I'm in charge of overseeing our company's scope of work and making sure everything's done properly and quality control and things like that. Greg says truck rental prices are absolutely out of the control. $4,000 for a 15-foot truck from Vegas to Orlando. Now that's a long way, but that seems like a lot for a 15-foot truck. We rented a 26-foot truck and ours was $3,600 from Wisconsin to Florida. Yingling is a good beer, Nate. It's a good favorite to have. Aiken Adventures, what's up? Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to Florida. Thank you so much. Jen Heifer says, what's the next vlog going to be uploaded? You know, we haven't made one yet, so I don't know. We don't have any. I guess we've went places recently, but we haven't vlogged them. We don't vlog everything. There's certain things we vlog. Sometimes we just like to hang out. You know, it's not our thing to vlog everything, but we're definitely going to be doing more beach reviews. I'm not sure if we have any of those planned right now. We're going to take you guys all sorts of places, so there's going to be lots of vlogs going on. Christine says, we like it. It's close to Wesley Chapel, good school district, and New River Elementary. So far, so good. Still adjusting. That's good. I'm trying to think of what the... I did a job the last time we lived in Florida that was at Wesley... Sawgrass at Wesley Chapel? Is that what it is? Some shops at Wesley Chapel. Really cool little area there. Christy says we used Old Dominion when we moved from Minnesota to Florida. Wound up being cheaper than renting a U-Haul. Oh my gosh, I should have looked into it a little bit more. Misadventures, will you have a video with all your updated moving costs? Yes, we will. We've written them all down. Again, we just finally got completely settled here, but video with all of our costs is definitely in the works. Randy says, I bet you're going to miss the New Glarus. Two Women isn't my all-time favorite. I will miss the New Glarus. I'm hoping some people bring me some down every now and then, though. Douglas says, good night, hoping talk soon. All right, thanks, Douglas. Tonka, what is up, man? I know that we're almost neighbors now, so we're so happy to be here. Heather says, hey, Florida 5, hello from Wesley Chapel. Hello, Heather. Mr. Sauce. Welcome back, welcome back. Thanks, Mr. Sauce. Okay, Laura, plan on moving from New Jersey to Hardwood Landing, Clermont, Florida. Can't wait. You're going to love Clermont. You're going to love it. Lady Fox, you guys should do a video of how much it costs to move the second time. Wiregrass, that's right, Martin. Thank you very much. I was thinking Sawgrass because that's a subdivision here in Clermont. Yeah, you know, it'd be interesting because we did a video on how much it cost us to move the first time. When we add everything up, we're going to have to do a comparing video too, maybe. Tonka's in Davenport. Congratulations, Tonka. Yeah, Wiregrass is cool, Christine. What is the name of the restaurant? I did a bunch of work on the outside for the Chuck Lager restaurant there. Really cool restaurant. Aiken Adventure says, love the Snowcat Ridge video. Thank you so much. That's such an awesome place. Our family video says, shout out to Lindsay. We miss you. I'll definitely let her know that. Yeah, definitely check out Snowcat Ridge. That's freaking cool, for sure. Greg says, I'll probably just sell my car, RV, large furniture, pay a mover, and fly out. My brother lives 2 miles from our inherited home, so I could stay there until my stuff arrives. There you go. You know, we always tell you guys not to bring too much stuff. We brought too much stuff again the second time. So take it from us not to bring so much stuff because we've done it twice now. Kaylor says, is Dreamfinder a good build? I've never heard of them. Do they do custom homes? Oh, that's Lindsay typing. So you guys can all say hi to Lindsay. She's the one typing the Florida 5 stuff here, not me. She says we'll be putting out lots of informational videos coming your way soon. Gilby says, expecting first grandbaby, kind of put a damper into moving to Florida. Well, I wouldn't call it a damper, Gilby. That is a blessing. Congratulations on the first grandbaby. Johnny says, hey, Eric, how does it feel being back in the Sunshine State again? I'm loving it. I'm not tan yet, but I'm loving it. Hi, Lindsay. Says Sydney. Kyle, purging is the best idea. Please, everyone, purge your stuff. It was amazing the amount of stuff we got rid of. And Kyle can attest to it because Kyle helped me move a bunch of our stuff we should have purged into this house. Right, Kyle? Right? Everyone's saying hi, Lindsay. Go ahead. Take the show, Lindsay. Take it away. I'll just drink. You're keeping the kids very quiet up there, so great job. Yeah, everything's about Lindsay now, so I'll just sit back and you guys can talk about Lindsay. we go. Feel free to ask other questions, guys. It's fine. This is awesome. You guys can just talk to Lindsay. I'm going to sit here and drink my second beer, which is my High Lie, my favorite Florida beer. Lindsay says she's feeling a little better, not 100% yet. Actually sitting in the dark now. These darn headaches. Yeah, I know. Headaches stink. I know that because they kept her up almost all night last night. We were up to like 3 a.m. Right, Lindsay? It's a long day today, and yet here we are. Yeah, all Lindsay from here on out. Perfect. Yes, Gilby, much a blessing. John's Pass. Yeah, we like John's Pass too. Pale Ale, that's right, Greg. I need to call Amazon customer support probably and see if I can get those packages rerouted to our house in Florida. Kyle said tried Guayabera by Cigar City. That's great too. You know, I think I've had that before, but I can't remember what kind of beer it is. It's probably an IPA, knowing Cigar City. Michelle says, hey, moving there soon. School situation has me a little anxious. Are your kids happy to be back in their Florida schools? They are in different schools now than they were the first time because, again, we moved to Davenport. We moved to Clermont this time, which Clermont is, next to Davenport. But where we moved in Clermont is a good 15 minutes at least from the outer edge of Davenport. So they're in Clermont schools now and they're loving it. Lindsay says she was actually up till 4 a.m. So I was sawing logs a little bit before Lindsay went to bed. Miss Adventure says, I got hormonal migraines too and they're the worst ever. Icy hot on my neck is the only thing that helps. Yeah, she puts Bengay on her head, I think. Maybe that was a little bit too much information, huh, Lindsay? Have you ever tried to take goody powder for your headache? I've never heard of that. George, hey Lindsay, hope you're doing well. Did you find a doctor in Florida? I had my monitor my heart as well as my doctor has found my future doctor. I have to monitor my heart as well, and my doctor has found my future doctor for me. That's awesome. CBD helps with headaches. Have you tried Clermont Brewing Company? I'm not sure if I have. I might have tried it the last time I was in Florida, but as for this time here and our final move to Florida and our permanent move to Florida, I have not tried that yet, I don't think. Sun Creek as well. Okay, I have to try that, Kyle. Again, guys, I want to remind you, if you plan on doing any Amazon shopping at all, starting with this video and every video here on after, there is going to be a link down in our description that says want to support our channel. All you have to do is shop on Amazon. You can click that link. In this particular video, it's going to bring you to some sunglasses. You don't need to buy those sunglasses. You can then shop anything else on Amazon, and anything you buy after clicking that link, we will get a commission on, and it will help support this channel, help us get new equipment, help us keep bringing you guys the videos that we love to bring you, and we hope that you guys... So just try to remember to do that for your Christmas shopping. Does that sound a little bit too cheesy? Nicholas says, if you were closer to where we're traveling, I'd drop off a few cases of Spotted Cow or other Douglas beer for you. I would appreciate that, Nick. That'd be great. Do you guys put the kids in public, charter, or private schools? It's also different than Ohio. Yeah, I know it's different. School system down here in Florida is way different than the school system we're used to in the Midwest, that I'm sure any of you other people that are in the Midwest are used to. We right now have our kids in public schools because the Clermont public schools are pretty well rated, and so far so good. We love the personnel that we've talked to and associated with at the school, and our kids like going to the school. They're making friends, so far so good. Jessica says, is renting in Clermont cheaper than Davenport? I would say, Jessica, it's comparable. The same house in Clermont might be like $100 more a month than what it is in Davenport. Alyssa says, peppermint oil across your forehead and on temples helps a lot for headaches, migraines. Also, blue light glasses, if you're looking for any type of screen, is a lifesaver. Okay, good to know. Miss Adventure says, add the changing Add the changing your address on Amazon also to your tips video. Yeah, you know what? Lindsay's gonna kill me. Lindsay's gonna kill me on that because we got these awesome bar stools she's so excited to get, and they're now going to Wisconsin. I'm gonna try to change that though. Kyle says, "What are some tricks you use to stay entertained on the drive down? What did Lindsay do to keep the kids busy?" All right, I got this one. So, Lindsay says food. Okay, so we have a Suburban. It's got a couple screens in it, you know, a couple flip down TVs. And of course, you know, it's got the old school DVD player. Now, who watches DVDs anymore, right? So, you know what this guy did, right? This guy called OnStar and turned the Wi-Fi on in the car. So now our Suburban is now got its own Wi-Fi. I then wired up a Roku to the system in the Suburban. So they got a Roku remote where they can watch YouTube, they can watch Netflix, they can watch whatever they want in the car, and we have that Wi-Fi connection. So I think that was a lifesaver. Food. That's what Lindsay says. And Alicia says, "Do you know if the mobile parks have to accept you first before you move in?" Some of them do, and Alicia, some of them don't. They all are governed usually by their own HOA, and they can kind of do their own thing, I guess. Nicholas says, "We homeschooled, then put our kids in private school at our church. Trying to research the Florida school systems online has been challenging." Yeah, to say the least, right? Stephanie says, "Vastec, okay." Greg says, "Ham sandwiches looking good." They were turkey, Greg. Cheryl says, "Is OnStar the only way to get Wi-Fi?" I'm sure it's not, because Elon Musk is getting satellite internet for the whole world. If you haven't heard that, that'll be coming pretty soon. Starlink. I'm not sure when that's actually going to happen. But otherwise, you can always go to your cell phone carrier and turn your cell phone into a mobile hotspot for so much per month, or you can actually buy an actual little mobile hotspot to put in your car. The OnStar thing was only like $25 a month. It's AT&T Wi-Fi. It's good enough to stream things. I think if you get a mobile hotspot, it's more like $40 to $60 a month from what I remember. So that's an option. But yeah, the OnStar thing was pretty affordable, and it's been a lifesaver for us, especially with all the stuff we do on the weekends too. Are you guys trying to convince any family to move down? At this point, not really. You know, I don't think anybody's really interested in moving down right now. Everybody's pretty content where they're at. I'm not going to try to persuade anybody to move down. If they want to move down, I'll tell them all the good things about it, for sure. Kyle says we use our mobile hotspots. Did it work pretty good for you, Kyle? Greg says, "Kids these days, we had to sing 100 bottles of beer and punch each other while we saw VW bugs to stay entertained." Yeah, you know, and as mom and dad are up there in the cars going like this as you guys are fighting, right? The good old days. Alyssa says, "I have a question about why you guys sold your passenger van and got the Suburban instead." Alyssa, long story here. Pretty much I'm accident prone. Not really. But yes, I am. I crashed our big, huge Ford Transit 12 passenger van. Not my fault. It was while we lived in Florida here on I-4. There was a rainstorm. I stopped. The big Hummer behind me did not stop. Crashed into me pretty good. Totaled that van. We then bought an 8-passenger Toyota Highlander, which really wasn't big enough for us anyway. And in Wisconsin, I was going through an intersection and someone took a left turn in front of me and I ran into them. Totaled that one too. So here we are with a Suburban. But everything happens for a reason. And we absolutely love the Suburban. So we're happy that we have that right now. Alyssa says we own a Nissan NV and my husband keeps trying to convince me to get a Suburban, but I love our van. Was it because of the heat, hard to cool down, or maybe? No, it was just for the reasons I told you. But with what we have now, I mean, yeah, the 12-passenger van was nice because it had so much room in the back for all the stuff we love to do on the weekends, you know, going to the beach. There was a time that Lindsay and I took all the kids, put all their bikes in the back, and all that stuff fit. Could we do that with the Suburban? No, but the Suburban has plenty of room in the back for us to go for our little weekend trips or go to the beach for a day, things like that. We just have to be careful what we bring and make sure that we got enough room for everything. Turkey sandwiches, right, Greg? Yeah, don't make me turn this car out, right? Hotspot worked great. Awesome, Kyle. Michelle says, have you seen any alligators out there? Michelle, since we moved back to Florida, we've been here, 2 weeks now, I think. We have not seen one alligator yet. Now, when we first moved to Florida, our home was on a golf course with ponds everywhere, and we saw them almost on a daily basis. Now, although we have a lake view in our home here, it's not directly right outside our house, so there's 100% alligators down there in that lake, but we're too far away to physically see them. But we have not seen an alligator since we moved back. Miss Adventure says, I try to avoid I-4 so much when we were there. Crazy Florida drivers. It's not just I-4, Michelle. It's or Miss Adventures. It's everywhere. 429's got crazy drivers. Highway 27's got crazy drivers. Highway 50 in Clermont's got crazy drivers. Any Florida road you go on is going to have crazy drivers. I guarantee you that. Annalicia says, oh yeah, I have to start backdating my beers. Yeah, you do, Annalicia. You got to get some good beers for the lives. There we go. All right. Any more questions, guys? What's going on? Funny you mentioned that, Connie. Connie says we'd be getting another P.O. box. I forgot to mention this earlier. Because we do plan on getting another P.O. box. We've had a couple emails come in, people asking us if we are getting another P.O. box, and now I see we have a question here. So yes, we will be getting another P.O. box. We got to get that all set up with the post office. That'll happen in the near future for sure. I'm not going to say it's going to happen before the end of the year because we're so busy with other things, but it will definitely happen within the coming weeks, I'd say for sure. Diana says hello there from New York area. It's so great to see you and your family doing videos again. Thank you so much, Diana. I want to remind everybody, if you're not subscribed to our channel, that'd be a great thing to do right now. We're going to continue to make more videos about Florida. We're going to go live every week right here on YouTube. So subscribing is a great way to show your support for the channel and be there for when all the new videos come out. Greg says, oh, how's the tap water in Orlando area? Was going to ask about property taxes, but I just looked those up. Tap water, we are in Clermont. Our tap water seems fine. I have no issues with it, but I'm not a water snob either, so don't take my word for it, I guess. But definitely when I drink the water, it doesn't make me make a disgusting face or anything like that. Elaine says, I witnessed more accidents in the first month we moved there, or moved to Florida, than I did a year living in Michigan. Yeah, there's a lot of accidents here for sure. And lots of bad ones too. Jessica says, have you guys decorated for Christmas yet? Jessica, all we've done is put up a tree. We have a tree. I shouldn't say that. Lindsay's got a couple decorations right here on the table I'm looking at. We have our tree in our living room decorated. Lucy has a tree in her bedroom decorated, and she's got some Christmas decorations in her room. I did not decorate outside yet. I was thinking about doing that. I still might. I got a couple weeks yet. It might be something I do. Diana says, can hardly wait to move down there, possibly 2022. Hubby and I are so looking forward to more videos. Thank you so much, Diana. And you know what? If you're thinking about it, take the leap. You know, it's worth it. We love it here. Nicholas says, Florida seems to export crazy drivers too. My friend from Melbourne moved up to Wisconsin and got U-turns anywhere, anytime. Have to dust off his turn signals when I drive his car. Yeah, right. You know, that's the thing here in Florida is you put in your GPS to go places, and it's gonna be like, U-turn here, U-turn at the next light, U-turn there. You know, it's telling you to U-turn everywhere. And then you go to other states and you can't make U-turns. So everybody down in Florida is so used to U-turns that you go other places and they're not even allowed. Greg says, if Florida exports crazy drivers, most of them have to come to Nevada. Nuts. Yeah. and we've been so. I think we've expressed this to you guys. You know, we moved in 2 weeks on Saturday. 2 weeks ago on Saturday. So we haven't even been here 2 weeks yet. We have everything in our house all put away, everything decorated, minus the couple things that we're waiting for. We've bought a washer and dryer. We've bought this dining room table. We've bought a bunch of other decorations, made many shopping trips. Bought some other furniture, some TV stands. I think I said washer and dryer already. I already got all my shelving put up in the garage, everything put away. Bought a car, so we had to do car shopping. Switched our insurance over and all that. So we've been busy, guys, and yet we still managed to put out a couple videos. So hang tight with us. We have so many more videos coming. We're going to have a lot more free time, so that it means even more videos. Tonka says, what you doing for work now? If you still have my email, hit me up. Tonka, yeah, we still got your email. I'm doing field services engineering for a construction company. I'm kind of overseeing all the guys out in the field and checking the quality, making sure everything's all set up for success. PR says, do you think you will get tired of Florida once the novelty passes? There's no novelty here, PR. It's just a lifestyle for us. It's where we want to be. It's got all the activities that we want to do. It's not going to get old for us. JC says, what is the total property tax rate? You know, I can't answer that right now, JC. We are renting right now. I know some things from real estate, but they're a little dusty right now, so I would be guessing if I gave you a number. Karen says, we have looked into Port St. Lucie as well. Houses seem to be more reasonable there compared to Palm Beach County, but not sure how the area is. Are you familiar with Port St. Lucie area? I've not been there, Karen. I've heard good things about it. All I can say is do your research. You know, lots of places that are cheaper probably have a little bit lower rated schools. Now, if you don't have kids that are school age, that might not bother you, so definitely check into that. Michelle says, what can you tell me about Haines City? Do you think it's a good place? This kind of will go hand in hand, Michelle, with what I just said. I love Haines City. I think it's got a lot of charm. It's a really cool spot. It's got some great parks, great history in the downtown area, but the schools aren't rated that highly. It's a little bit cheaper than even Davenport. It's really close to Davenport. I love the vibe that it gives off. You might want to either look for charter or private schools in the area, or go a little bit further north to even Davenport, where it's got some better charter schools, or Clermont, where it's got some better public schools. Either that, or go south to Lakeland or Winter Haven. Those are also good areas too. Katie says, I can't believe you got all that done with 6 kids in 2 weeks. Yeah, and we remember, Katie, we made the decision to move 3 weeks before that and packed up our whole house, got a U-Haul, found a rental, drove it down here, and all that stuff. So we've been busy. Lisa says, our house was supposed to be done being built by January and moved into and pushed back. Built by January and now got pushed back until February. Any tips on short month-to-month rentals if you come down to it? Rentals are so nuts down there. Yeah, listen, I used to refer people to look up Airbnb monthly rentals, but even those, because we looked at them when we were coming down here to move, have gotten outrageous lately. I mean, if you're gonna just even find a 2-bedroom, you're gonna be looking at $3,000 to $4,000 a month for a 2-bedroom. But I mean, it's an option, I guess. So yeah, Airbnb does have monthly rates for short-term rentals. Miranda says, does your job pay better in Florida? Believe it or not, my job is probably, for some reason, I get paid more down here in Florida than I do in Wisconsin. Florida than it did up north. JC says, been to Ocala, was not really developed. Yeah, Ocala is not fully developed yet, for sure. PR says, from Minnesota to Florida, back to Minnesota, now we are heading back to Florida. We miss Florida a lot. You know, your story sounds a lot like ours, right? We have 5 kids with one on the way. So it sounds a lot like ours, PR, for sure. Leon, late as always. Hey, y'all, what's up, Leon? Better late than never, buddy. Laundry is done. It keeps beeping. Yeah, it's on the fluff cycle, Lindsay. That means you should take it out. Maybe you rerun it. You know, it's a couple comforters in there, I think. So it probably needs another cycle. Misadventure says, did you guys have to break your lease in Wisconsin? I love spontaneous moves. No time for the nerds to take over. You know, that's the truth. We did end up breaking our lease. We had a clause in it though that said that it was only $500 to break the lease, and our landlord was so awesome he didn't even charge us that as long as we or as long as he was able to, excuse me, as long as he was able to find a new renter for the place. He wasn't going to charge us anything, and he found one no problem. They didn't even have to come see the property. They did a virtual walkthrough on it and took it, so we got lucky that way. Tall Dude says Fernando Beach and Yulee, Florida is pretty reasonable. Reasonable. Thank you. Christine says, have a great night. Florida 5+1, bedtime. Gotta go to work tomorrow. So do I, so we're going to be leaving pretty soon, Christine. Thanks for watching. Coco and Chris says, Alyssa, Home 2 Suites in Clermont has a 1-bedroom or studio cheaper than anything else. Awesome. Thank you for that info, Coco. And Chris. Going to put new floors in a 2,000 square foot home, would you do wood, laminate, or tile? Isn't humidity a problem with wood floors? I would do tile here in Florida for sure. And yes, you're right, it is a little bit of a problem. Especially if you have the laminated floors, it's going to be a problem. Karen says they have B-rated schools depending on the area versus A-rated schools in Palm Beach. Okay. Thriving with Tracy says, how do y'all do it without family? We have kiddos and the fear of leaving family haunts me, but we want to move to Florida so badly. You know, it was hard, Tracy, especially the first time, because we're such private people usually, believe it or not, even though we're here on YouTube. It was hard for us to let anybody in. We've made a promise, me and Lindsay, to each other now that we're going to start letting people in. We're going to open ourselves up, make friendships, and build that support system around us. And if you're going to move to Florida, especially take it from us, it's something that we believe is going to be so important to you to build that support system of friends around you. There's so many people here in Florida that are going to be in the same boat as you, that are moving here, moving away from their families and have nobody. So they're probably looking for the same thing. So don't be afraid to open up. JC, any areas that are not Hurricane Alley in Florida? Just Central Florida, man. You got to move inland for sure. Alyssa says, thanks so much for all the help. You guys are awesome. All your answers are helpful and much appreciated. Thank you. Leon says, Greg, tile's the best, especially if you think you may sell in less than 10 years. Good advice, Leon. Yeah, EA laundry. Michelle says, been winter, there's the laundry again, Lindsay. Might as well get that. Been in Winter Haven for 10 months and we love it. Well, the traffic sucks. Yeah, you know, but the weather's great, right? Leon, tile over everything, always, yeah, for sure. Especially, you know, when it's hot out, the tile's nice on your feet, nice and cool. Helps keep everything cool. Tall Dude says, give you a heads up about public schools. They are terrible in Florida. Depends where you go. Some of them have great schools, Tall Dude. I think I just heard Lindsay open the dryer. Lindsay, is that you? She doesn't want to respond. Tracy, do it and don't look back, says Leon. The Florida 500 will be your second family. Trust me, you can't get rid of us. That's for sure. No matter what, we keep coming back. Greg says maybe I'll look at tile that looks like wood. Yeah, they got that too, Greg. That's a great choice. JC says, what is your electric bill? You know what? We haven't got one here yet, but hopefully a little bit less than it was at our first place, because that home was, I think, 10 to 15 years old. This one's brand new. So I'm hoping it's a little bit more energy efficient and a little bit less. Dishes are done too. Yeah, they are. You know, the lights are off. Should maybe get Brody out here to unload it. Leon, 6 reunion out. Yeah, we're gonna get going on that, Leon, for sure. Thanks, Lindsay. One more fluff. Miss Adventure says we went to Walmart in Florida and it was only 7.5% sales tax compared to our 9.5 in Illinois. Oh my goodness. I think in Wisconsin it was like 5.5. Katie says I'm in Seminole County and we have amazing public schools. See, Tall Dude? There's good public schools in Florida. It just depends where you're at. Especially Sarasota and St. Johns County are really good. Lake County's getting up there now too. Thriving with Tracy says, y'all are so awesome. Thank you, Leon. Yes, Leon's awesome too. Coke and Chris says we're moving down next month. Our house is being built in Haines City, border of Davenport. Do you like that area by Sonny's Barbecue? We love that area. JC, would you get solar? Yes, in a heartbeat if I could afford it. Yes, and it was my own house. Glenn and Becky say, hi, Eric. What is up, guys? Hey, this is us. What's up, guys? What's going on? PR says, how many bedrooms you got with 6 kids? Is it expensive? We are looking at 5 bedroom for $3,700 a month in Tampa. We have 4 bedrooms, so we're doubling up the kids. We have our master and we're doubling up the kids, and we don't pay that much, I'll tell you that, PR. Depends where you're at, though, and what you're looking for, and how many square feet you want. Yeah, don't lump all schools together. Greg says everything's expensive in Illinois, including the gas you put in the U-Haul. Yeah, for sure. I think that was the most expensive gas I got was in Illinois. What is the most expensive part of living there? Says JC. Well, you know, everything, the food's more expensive when you go to the grocery store. The gas isn't horribly expensive. It's a little bit more expensive than Wisconsin. We have tolls here, which I wasn't used to, so I got to pay that. The electricity bill is a little bit more expensive. The water is a little bit more expensive. So it seems like, in general, everything's a little bit more expensive. The rent's more expensive. But again, you know, it's all about the quality of life, guys. You know, how much money you got in your bank, to me, isn't everything. It's the quality of life that you live and the experiences that you make with your family. And to me, that's what makes Florida so worth it compared to living anywhere else. Jennifer says, what area is safe for a single person? There's lots of areas safe for a single person, Jennifer. Probably want to stay away from the sketchy areas of the major metropolitan areas, and other than that, you should be pretty good. Carolyn says we moved from Florida, or to Florida from Virginia in September, and we love it down here so far. We're in Wesley Chapel area. It's amazing. Your videos definitely helped us with our move, so thank you. You're so welcome, Carolyn. Thanks for watching. Jennifer says, how is Spring Hill? I've heard great things. Jessica says the electric bill for sure. The AC running majority of the year for sure. PR says I agree about the quality of life. Yeah, you know, you can't put a price tag on that. Miss Adventure says that's for sure. We don't see sun here from October through April, and it does a number on your mental health. Yeah, it does. Karen has a friend that just moved to Venice. Also great schools. She loves it there. Yeah, Venice does have great schools. It's a little bit more expensive there in Southwest Florida, though. Greg says, when you buy a home, would you consider installing a whole home generator? Depends where I would move to, Greg. Here in Central Florida, I probably wouldn't spend the money on it, just because of the likelihood of long-term power outage from a hurricane isn't as much here in Central Florida as it would be if I were in a coastal city. If I were in a coastal city, I would definitely consider that. Daniel says, hello from Punta Gorda. What's up, Daniel? Love Punta Gorda. Love Fisherman's Village. JC says, what was your number 2 state? There wasn't really one, JC. You know, I mean, way back in the day when Lindsay and I were talking about moving to Florida, before we'd ever moved to Florida, I looked at California some, and then I saw the prices, and I saw the taxes, and I saw the wages I would make, and I said, heck no to that. I looked at Texas. What, Lindsay? I thought she was talking to me. I looked at Texas.
Charleston.
Oh, Lindsay says Charleston, South Carolina. She's always had a thing for that. We looked at Texas some.
Charleston.
It didn't have the... I can hear myself, Lindsay, and it's messing me up now. I already said it!
You said South Carolina?
I said Charleston, South Carolina, yes. We looked at Texas some, but in all honesty, guys, we wanted to be... I know Texas has oceans, beaches, and ocean life like Florida does. And that's something that was really important to us, so that's why we chose Florida. Lindsay says Charleston. She's always had a thing for Charleston, South Carolina. Miranda says, was it easy to get a new job in Florida? For me, it was. Yes, I know that's not the case for everybody. Jennifer says, how's red tide in the Gulf in the summer? It doesn't happen every year, Jennifer. It got kind of bad this year, but it didn't last that long, so that was a blessing. Shemika says, we moved to Davenport in April and has been a rough adjustment. I'm sorry to hear that, Shemika. What's rough about it? PR says, do you plan to get a portable generator while in the rental home? At some point, yeah, for sure. I had one when we lived in Florida the last time, but I sold that prior to us moving back to Wisconsin. It's something that I'd like to replace for sure. Misadventure says we have military orders in California here, and that's the only way we could afford it there. $2,200 in rent in 2012. Oh my gosh. MW says, how do you find a job before moving? I look for them. I know that that's pretty vague, but I'm in a pretty niche industry, I guess, and I have an expertise in some things. So for me, it's pretty easy to find a job in that industry just because of my experience. Miranda says, do you have any concerns or worries of buying a new build home in Florida? I've been hearing a lot of quality concerns. Yeah, you know, you'd want to make sure you have a qualified and competent realtor for that can have your back. They're going to be able to tell you the builders that, you know, make quality homes and the ones that are just pumping them out to make the dollars. So there's definitely some builders to stay away from for sure, and there's definitely some builders that have quality concerns because all they're concerned with is getting the house out as quick as they can and getting to closing and getting that check. Whitley says, Lindsay, South Carolina was where I told Sean I wanted to move, but the day we met, and if and if you didn't want to go, then bye-bye. You're welcome, Jennifer. Karen says, yes, quality life, totally worth it. No seasonal depression in Florida. Winters are long here in the Northeast, for sure. Leon says, is Brody back playing baseball yet? It's funny you asked that, Leon, because Lindsay and I just had that conversation on my way home from work today, that we have to find him a league to get into because he's itching to play. Grace says, hadn't thought of that. Now we can just hook portable generators up to the main panel. Brilliant. Yes, exactly. What's up, Peaches? JC says, would you go back to real estate? Any idea about sinkholes? Yeah, you know, like I said, I'm going to get my real estate license back. Definitely going to at least be able to refer you guys to other realtors. And sinkholes, they're here. But, you know, it's not a major concern anywhere, really. It's something that... I shouldn't say it, but I mean, it's a real thing, and yeah, they can be scary and they can be devastating, but I feel like it's more of something used by people that live in Florida that don't want other people to move to Florida. They say, well, there's sinkholes here, you know, and they try to avert you from moving here just because of sinkholes, when really, in all likelihood, it's something that's such a small chance. It's not much to worry about, but yeah, you got to be aware of it for sure. Yeah, Lindsay loves Charleston. What's up, Nora? All right, we're all caught up. Thanks, Peaches. We're glad to be back. Yeah, for sure, PR. Driving a car is more dangerous, you know, especially on Florida roads. Good, well said, Leon. Sinkholes are real, but aren't a real problem. You know, I mean, so rare. You know, I mean, how many houses get swallowed up a year in sinkholes? You know, I mean, you could probably look up that statistic. It's not very many, you know, and I mean, it's not very many. If y'all ever need a babysitter, I'm here. That's great to know. Jennifer says, I hate New Jersey weather. The cold bothers my COPD. Yeah, I bet. You know, our family has some breathing issues. Lindsay, Brody. Lindsay, help me out here. Lindsay has breathing issues. Brody has breathing issues. Miles has breathing issues. And Sully has breathing issues. So that's 4 people. And all their breathing issues get better here in Florida. Miranda says, did your car insurance increase? Yeah, it did. It pretty much doubled this time. So it's definitely increasing here in Florida. Elaine says, I want to move to Bluffton, South Carolina, which is close to Hilton Head Island and Savannah, Georgia. Beautiful areas for sure. Miss Adventure says, I feel like everywhere has its crazy weather or issues. You just have to pick your level of crazy. We have had an F1 tornado here in Illinois last Monday. Yeah.
Someone's eczema got better here too.
Oh, yeah. When we first moved here, going back on the question that, not really a question, but the comment that Jennifer made regarding the COPD and breathing issues. Sullivan had really, really, really bad eczema when we first moved here the first time. It disappeared within like a month of being here and has not came back. Even after we went back to Wisconsin, it didn't come back. Coincidence? I think not. JC says, do you have flooding insurance? I don't own this home, JC, so no, I do not. But depending on where you are, there's definitely maps you can check. Your realtor can tell you too what the flood risk is and what whatever house you're looking at. If the flood risk is high, definitely flood insurance is something you're going to want to carry or might even be required to carry. Yeah, Florida's got better weather than pretty much everywhere. Kyle says, everyone that lives in Florida says just take the leap to us dreaming of moving, but coming from a dual working family, it's so scary. Yeah, it is. It's scary for sure. But any of us that have already taken the leap, Kyle, have already been in that position and been scared. And you know what? We're here telling you to take the leap, you know, so it's worth it is pretty much what we're saying. Leon says, I haven't met anyone with flood insurance. Really? I guess that's crazy to know that, actually. George, around here, definitely. I mean, I'm in Central Florida, so I guess no, but I would think more closer to the coast that you probably would. George says, look out for disaster preparedness sales tax weekend in Florida. No tax on stuff you need for hurricane, including generators up to 1,000. I've heard about that, George. Thank you. Jennifer says, where are some other places that are affordable? There's lots of affordable places. I mean, what's your definition of affordable, Jennifer? I mean, how many bedroom place are you looking for how much a month? And then we might be able to help you out. Exactly, Leanne. Thank you. Darlene, hello, new follower. Welcome. You know what? Kazoo for you. Welcome to the family, Darlene. Relocated here to Florida 2 weeks now from New York. About to start a new job next week. So far, been loving the weather. There's more to explore. Darlene, there is so much to explore in the state of Florida. It is unreal. So just keep watching us because we're going to take you places. Jennifer says, when it's hot in New Jersey, I feel great. Well, then you're going to love Florida. JC says, where would you buy a home when you start looking? Are there gators and bugs a real thing? If Lindsay's listening, Lindsay, I'd like you to comment on the bugs the second time we've been down here. Lindsay, you hear me? Gators are real, yeah. Like I stated earlier, the first house we were in was on a golf course, and there were gators literally everywhere. Didn't bother us at all. So, I mean, as long as you're not trying to poke them or walking right along the water with a small child or a small dog, probably be all right. The bugs are real. There's definitely been some enormous spiders here this go around for us. We're in the process of taking care of that. Nora says, I was considering Murrells Inlet in South Carolina. My son and girlfriend live in Fort Lauderdale, and they're looking in Stewart. She's from Jensen Beach. I like Stewart. Welcome back. How was your family when you told them they were moving back? Pretty supportive, Cheryl. Gators are real, says Michelle. We have one behind us. Yep, you know, and they don't bother you, do they? Jesus Literal or Jesus says, we consider Georgia for a minute, but Florida has so many family activities. There's so much stuff to do. Diana, hi Darlene, happy for you. I'm from New York and can't wait to move. Awesome. Yeah, spiders are big here this go around. Don't feed the gators. Thank you, Sean, for sure. Gator does taste good. Coco and Chris says, who do you get rid of them? How do we get rid of them? We have a pest control company come every 3 months. They just came right before we got here, and of course there's still spiders, so I called them today, and they're coming back to respray inside and outside the house. Dalton says, hello from South Louisiana. We're looking at 55 plus communities with an hour or two from Orlando for a move in early 2022. Can you or anyone here speak to the restrictions we may or may not be aware of? What kind of restrictions are you talking about? Because it depends on the communities you go into. They could restrict you on the color that you can paint your house. They can restrict you on what kind of vehicle you can have in your driveway, if you can even park in your driveway, what kind of fence you can put up, if you can keep your garbage cans inside or outside, if you can have a garden, if you can't have a garden, what kind of plants you can have outside. They can restrict you in any way that they want to restrict you. So that's really a vague answer. I guess I don't know what you're looking to be restricted of. Be a little bit more specific, I'll try to help you out. Yeah, you just did Dalton. I mean, HOA restrictions, they can restrict you on anything. So each HOA is going to have its own covenant that you have to read up on, and it'll tell you exactly what they restrict you from. Leanne says, we live in a tropical state. We have lots of bugs. Gators are in every still bottle. They have water. But that's where they like to stay. They're more scared of us than we are them. Well said. George says, bugs are real. Hate love bug season. Yeah, for sure. JC says, so is this move permanent? For sure, it is. We're not moving back. Diana says, can't stand bugs and insects, but other than that, Florida seems great. It is. It's great. HOAs are annoying, says Nate C. Well, if you don't like HOAs, find a non-HOA house. Yeah, right, Leon. You gotta read the bylaws. Winter Haven, says Dalton. Our nephew has lived there for about 4 years and loves it. Yeah, Winter Haven's a great area. Chaz says, how's school districts in Florida? We're looking to move into either St. Johns County or Sarasota County. Top 2 school districts in the state right there, Chaz, so you're not going to have an issue with that. PR says, where's Eric evolving? He's MIA. Yeah, I know. I've been waiting for him to put out a video. He's commented on a couple of our videos. I've commented back to him. So we've been conversing a little bit. He's still there. He's just not making videos. I told him he's got to start making them. I don't know. I can't make him make them. Jennifer says, I'd love to have a 1-bedroom, 1-bath apartment with a pool about 20 minutes from the beach. Pretty much anywhere, Jennifer. If you're looking to be 20 minutes from the beach with a 1-bedroom, 1-bath, you're going to be over $1,000 a month. I'm not sure if that's affordable for you or not, but you're going to pay for what you get pretty much, and that's going to be the accessibility to the beach. You're going to pay for that. So it's going to be probably at least $1,000 a month for a 1-bedroom. Tracy says, what's the best way to look for rentals in the Clermont area? What we did is every day we were looking on all the websites, Zillow, Trulia, Realtor.com, Rent.com, HotPads.com. Those were the main ones. Nora says, are you guys in a gated community? Right now we are not, no, but feels gated. There's no short-term rentals, very little traffic here. We love it. JC says, are all homes cinder block, both floors? The main floor, first floor is cinder block, second floor is usually stick built. Diana says, Eric Evolving has been on a health and workout journey, miss seeing him too. Yeah, me too. Peace and Joy says, where can I find a place in Central Florida near Orlando that allows mechanic business in the home property? Find one without an HOA, for sure. You're welcome, Jennifer. John says, my sister lives in Clermont for past 22 years, loves it. Yeah, it's a beautiful area. Darlene says, I noticed the rent here in Florida, or at least where we looked, like Valrico Brandon area, are expensive. Yeah, everything's expensive right now. Everything is at least probably 20% more expensive than it was a year ago. Alright guys, we're all caught up. I am tired, so we're going to call this one. I hope you all enjoyed the live stream tonight. Again, if you want to support our channel, click the link down below that says want to support our channel, shop on Amazon, click the link. Anything you buy from that link, doesn't have to be the sunglasses that it's going to bring you to, is going to help out our channel, give us a little bump and help us hopefully buy some new equipment and go on some cool new adventures. So we would really appreciate it if you would check that out. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.